Alright, so what is going on, guys? It is Noah here, and I'm back bringing you guys another new video. And for today's video, I'm bringing you guys my first video on the new Modern Warfare. And it's going to be a pretty quick one here because I'm just going to be showing you guys my knife-only classes and the classes I use to go throwing knife-only in this game. And unfortunately, in the creative class in this game, we really don't have that many options like we do in a lot of other games. Mainly because there's not like perk greeds and stuff like that. This game's creative class system is a lot more simpler. There's really only so many options you can use for a knife-only class in this game. So let's jump right into it here with my first class. This is usually my go-to class. I'll go ahead and say right now, I'm actually not the max level yet. I'm just level 43, so I just unlocked the throwing knives not long ago. So there's just a few things that I don't have fully unlocked yet that I would use, but I'll definitely let you guys know. For my first class, this is always my go-to knifing class in this game. And right now I have the Uzi as my primary weapon, and it's a submachine gun. But when I do get the MP7 unlocked, I'm going to go ahead and use that instead because it just has just a little bit more mobility than the Uzi. And I'm pretty sure the MP7 is the lightest SMG in this game. And you really want mobility in this game because it's obviously a much slower Call of Duty than we're used to. And then for my secondary weapon, I have the M19 pistol, which is the lightest pistol in this game by far. Your movement speed with this pistol is really nice, and that's why I have it as my secondary. And then also in the gunsmith, this stuff doesn't really matter so much, but I have the fast melee perk on if anybody was curious. I don't really punch all that often, but when I do, it's obviously helpful. And then for my perks, obviously we only have 3 perks in this game because there's no pick 10 system. So for my perks, I have scavenger in my first perk slot, just so I can replenish those throwing knives. And when you're using the throwing knives with scavenger, you can actually pick up a third throwing knife, which is super helpful. And then for my second perk here, I obviously have Ghost. Ghost is by far the best second perk in the game, and it's really not even that close. As well as everyone running UAVs and personal radars, Ghost is kind of just a no-brainer in this game. People probably could think about using Restock as well, since you can recharge the throwing knife over 30 seconds. But honestly, with the scavenger and the fact that you can have 3 throwing knives with scavenger, this perk is pretty much useless in my opinion. And then the third perk is very obvious too. We have this one that gives you an extra throwing knife when you spawn in. So you spawn in with 2 throwing knives, and then with the scavenger you can get a third throwing knife. And perk 3, there's really not much else that you could use other than this. Because hypothetically you could not use this and just pick up throwing knives with scavenger, and you can have battle hardened or something like that. But honestly, in my opinion, with battle hardened, it really doesn't work as well as I wish it would. Like, when you get stunned and stuff, you still get stunned pretty hard. This other stuff, I mean, you could use spotter and tracker if you'd like, but honestly, I just rather prefer spawning in with 2 throwing knives instead of using anything else. And then for my second class here, it's literally the same exact class, except for my secondary on this class, it's the knife instead of the pistol. And I only have this one when I feel like stabbing and stuff like that. I know a lot of you watching this video are probably going to prefer the combat knife as the secondary. But for me personally, why I use this first class over the knife one, I mainly exclusively only throw throwing knives, and I almost never stab or punch or anything like that. And when you have the pistol out, or any weapon out for that matter, you actually have the crosshair, and that crosshair helps me aim my throwing knives a lot better. Versus the combat knife, it only gives you a dot to aim with. And it's not horrible, but in my opinion, I prefer to have the pistol and the crosshairs just so I can line up my throwing knife a little bit better. These are really the only 2 classes I'm going to be using in this game. And I have heard rumors that they're going to add more perks and more weapon attachments and stuff like that, so there could be cooler stuff we can use for knife only. But as of right now, the game's only been out for like 2 or 3 days, so this is really all we have so far. And then I actually do have a third class, and this class is for people that more are trying to go for gameplays and stuff like that and aren't really trying to go for throwing knife only, like exclusive feeds. This class is a lot better for like gameplays and stuff because if you're trying to stay alive and streak, quick fix helps a lot because your health regens so much faster after you get kills and capturing objectives and stuff like that. You're obviously going to want Ghost because it's by far the best second perk in this game. And then for here I have battle hardened, but honestly if you're going for gameplays, battle hardened would be pretty good. Also spotter and tracker can help you stay alive a lot more too. Me personally, I'm not the biggest like gameplay knife only person, so I don't really go for streaks and stuff like that. I mainly just go for like the feeds and stuff that you guys saw in the beginning of this video, and that's why I'm mainly going to be sticking to these 2 classes. And then hopefully in this game later down the line they add like cool special weapons and stuff like that. That'd be really cool to see, and I'd be really happy if we can get like a cool special knife or something like that. But as of right now, like I said, the creative class in this game is so simple that this is really all we have. And other than that, I hope my 2 or 3 class setups really did help you guys, because this is really all I'm going to be running for this entire time until anything changes with the creative class, if it even does. And I think honestly is a little bit harder than we've had in most games, just because the game is a lot slower than we're used to having in Call of Duty. But nonetheless, I still have a lot of fun, so I hope these classes do help you guys out. And I will make an update video if anything ever changes with this game and we can get a better knifing class. But as it's looking so far, it's really not going to happen anytime soon. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, don't forget to drop a thumbs up. It really does help me out a lot. And feel free to subscribe if you're new. I'm going to have a lot of Modern Warfare content over here on YouTube and as well over on my Twitch live streams, so be sure to go follow me over there if you haven't already. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.